So Midori, yung last game natin with LaSalle, it didn't go so well. Nasayangan tayo dun sa chance na yon. What would be different in this game na para manalo naman tayo against them?
Dadagdagan na lang namin siguro yung pag-block sa kanila kasi yun talaga yung sayang na points kasi we're almost there. Pero we will do our best with Lord God who is there with us. And we hope na manalo kami this game.
Thank you. And that was Midori Hirotsuji of the Growling Tigers.
Didn't play much in that loss against FEU, but nakabawi naman sila against UP the last time. And Hirotsuji, that middle attack is going to be very important against LaSalle today.
That's true. Again, Micah Ortiz does the same thing, but without someone to back her up, it's going to be impossible against the tall blockers of De La Salle.
Now, let's talk about DLSU. The same thing. They went through UE in easy fashion the last time out in 3 sets in preparation for this team. Now, this team, not only on a roll this season, Doc, obviously they haven't been beaten. When you look at their record, they're going for about 21 straight wins now.
That's true.
And if you take away that UE win last year, diba, technicality
lang yun.
that's 27 straight wins as of the moment, as we speak. And they're going for another record here. You look at the numbers against UE.
Well, just like as they have shown here in the second round, they haven't dropped a set, boom. And that is true against UE also, 25-22, 25-18, 25-18. Again, this was a routine match for De La Salle. Still looking ahead at this match against UST. We're going to see that they tied with attacks when it comes against UE 33 all 6 blocks. De La Salle having the advantage on that one, but look at the service aces, 10-1 in opponents' errors, quite close, 26-21. Again, a routine win, a 3-setter win for De La Salle against UE.
And we have Victor Lopez now chatting with that girl, Michelle Gumabal, prior to this match. Let's listen to what she has to say.
All right, so Michelle, obviously you guys had a tough game against USC the last time around. There were a couple of errors. What did you observe from that game and what did you guys correct in regards to that?
Our last game, the last game for the first round. So I guess that we could observe na both teams really wanted to win. Both teams really played all hard. So we just wanted to correct, first of all, our service errors. So we had a lot of service errors. And second, our unforced errors sa loob ng court. So we had to communicate more. So that's what we focused on our past trainings.
Thank you very much. That was Michelle Gumabo of the De La Salle Lady Spikers.
The service is one facet of the game that we are going to look at as this
She hit it right on the heads, and that's very important for them. Really limit those service errors. That's going to mean a lot for today's win.
Well, you hear it. The crowd's getting ready now because Coach Ramil and the Lady Spikers are gearing up for this epic matchup here at the arena in San Juan against Coach Oji Mamon and the UST Lady Tigresses. That's live here at Studio 23 when we come back.
National referee. Let's call our starting lineup from our Lady Tigers of the University of Santo Tomas. Wearing jersey number 9, Maruha Banatikla. Team captain with jersey number 1, Rhea Katrina Di Maculangan. At number 7, Micah Angela Ortiz. Wearing jersey number 6, Pamela Tricia Lastimosa. At number 11, Judy Ann Caballejo. Wearing jersey number 2, Midori Hirotsuji. Libero, number 10, Jamie Mariel Morado. Head coach, Mr. Oji Mamon. Calling on our Lady Spikers of the De La Salle University. Let's start off with their team captain with jersey number 11, Charlene Abigail Cruz. At number 1, Maria Micaela Esperanza. Wearing jersey number 2, Abigail Marano. At number 10, Victonara Galang. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Gumabao. And at number 3, Mika Irene Reyes. Libero, number 5, Melissa Gohing. Head coach, Mr. Ramil De Jesus.
Coach Ramil De Jesus and the rest of the girls, let's put everything in perspective. When you talk about the dominance of LaSalle the last couple of years, sabihin na natin yung talo nila against UE last year, which was a forfeiture, no?
That's true. Due to a technicality.
Correct. Isama mo na yon. Right now, they have won, when you include all of those games, they have only lost twice only the last couple of years. That's twice. So 10 this year, 13 last year, 13 the year before, because 13-1, 13-1.
That's right.
So just imagine, they are 36-2.
That's right.
The last 3 years. Of course, we're not counting, the finals equation in here, where they lost to UST a couple of years ago.
That's true.
In the elimination round and the finals. But we're talking about just elimination round dominance in the last 3 years.
That's true. And you know what? If there's something to build the team's confidence and probably look at each and every match straight in the eye and tell your opponent that we've got this. You can't pull the rug beneath us with this game. And De La Salle really has that attitude. But remember, in the first round, they were really caught against the ropes against this UST squad.
And how bad it was, 7-1 at the start of the 5th set and 13-9 towards the end.
That's true.
Hinabol pa nila yun.
Tama yung sinabi mo kanina, Boom. People were saying that it was UST's game to lose, and they really threw that biggest chance. And again, all of these teams want to get that distinction of giving De La Salle the first ever loss.
Wow, and look at the jitters in the first minutes of this game. Both service errors from both teams. All right, let's get a report from Jazz Reyes, who is still with us here for the second game, this time from UST. Jazz?
Thanks, Boom. The UST Growling Tigers had some ups and some downs the past few weeks. And training was also a bit of a challenge, as Coach Audrey Hammond told me, that finding a venue was particularly difficult because of a university celebration. And so that's why he had to be a bit more resourceful than usual. But this goes to show that the UST Growling Tigers will just go about anywhere and do anything to avenge themselves today. Training for today was also different for the Tigresses, as Coach Audrey told me that tactics and the mental aspect lang ang focus namin, as he needs the Tigresses to bring out the heart and hunger of a team who wants to win today. Volleyball may be a physical sport, but for the Tigresses, it's about keeping that mental aspect intact, because as Coach Audrey sees it, it's that emotional aggressiveness that cost them the game in round 1. And as for skills, Coach Audrey confidently said to me, ang skills nandyan na yan. Boom and Ian.
Thank you very much, Jazz. Yes, Doc.
Oh my God, that's really true. After that game against De La Salle, you would think it was really a mental problem that UST saw themselves into, and the coaching staff is really right to focus on that, because the talent is there. You can see that you've got a good setter, you've got good attackers, but the mental toughness, especially going in those crucial stretches, going to the 5th set is going to be like a mental thing all the way. And that is what they have to improve on.
And sometimes that's what really separates,
that's true,
two teams that already have proven themselves skills-wise throughout the elimination round, or even in the past few years. And we're talking about the last, 2 champions here, of course, LaSalle and UST. All right, lipat naman tayo sa kabila. Victor Lopez reporting from the defending champion side.
Thanks, Boom. Listening to the girls a while ago, it doesn't seem like they need any other kind of motivation today other than the fact that they are facing a very dangerous UST team. Now, that being said, the girls know that today will probably be an all-out war and that they need to give no less than their best if they want things to go their way. So look for the Lady Spikers to be on the top of their games as they try to keep their unbeaten streak alive. Boom and Ian.
Alam mo, other than the streak, other than all the other things, you have to say, and I'm saying this with all due respect to Ateneo, you cannot discount UST from making the finals still. Ateneo is number 2. If they carry on throughout the rest of the eliminations, they'll have the twice to beat advantage. But UST is the one team probably that you can bet your money on in overcoming a twice to beat advantage. And if they make it to the finals, Doc, if you're LaSalle and you end up in the finals, you want that edge that we beat you twice in the eliminations.
Yes, of course,
right?
of course. Very important. And now is not the time for De La Salle to get their first loss of the tournament. Medyo, it's going to be a demoralizing loss if ever going into the Final Four.
Like 2 years ago,
That
they were
happened.
undefeated.
Yeah.